What's up guys, Shockwave640 here, and today we are going to be doing the last Legoformer for quite a while. I know I've been doing them quite repetitively, but I figured I'd go ahead and show off this one right before I finished up doing that for a while. I'm not finishing up doing it permanently, it's just going to be for a little bit, but here we have the stereo set SOUNDWAVE, which would be as if SOUNDWAVE existed in the modern times, rather than being a Walkman cassette player in the 80s. So we're going to angle this down and do a few size comparisons. So here he is compared to a Transformers Armada Minicon, which is actually my first Minicon. Here he is with the Titans Return Ape Face Titan Master set. So there he is with that. Here he is with Lego Deadpool. So you can see how he scales there with Lego Deadpool. Here he is with the Little Legends Bumblebee that was from the Reveal the Shield line, I believe. Here you can see him with Bumblebee. Here he is with my Lego Optimus version 2. What now has a gun and an Energon axe. And here he is with my Lego Galvatron, who is in Megatron colors because I lack purple Legos. So there he is with Galvatron, who will get a review eventually, just not really anytime soon. So trying to get him to stand because he's got small feet. So let's take a look at SOUNDWAVE now that I believe I've got all the size comparisons out of the way. So here is SOUNDWAVE, and also ignore this because ow, that hurts. But so here's SOUNDWAVE. He's got speaker there, speaker there, speaker there, speaker there, speaker there, speaker there. So 6 speakers. It's got a little volume knob and some buttons and such, and then you can see the little, which would be more than likely a digital cassette kind of sitting there. If this was in clear blue, that would look perfect with that printed on it, but that piece doesn't exist. So he's quite thick from the side, and on the back you can't really see all that much robot. I mean, these are his legs sitting here, but other than that, you can't really make anything out except for his faux chest right there. So yeah, he does look kind of strange from the side. From the bottom, you really can't see anything. The top, really can't see anything, so he's actually pretty well concealed, considering he's got an extremely simple transformation. So, to get to the transformation, what you want to do is you want to pull off his guns here, which make the lower speakers, which he simply just holds when going back into stereo mode. So just take off his guns, those will be set off to the side. Now we can begin transformation. So what you want to do is you want to lift up the tape deck, which I also did make it with a clear yellow background, just in case anybody would rather have clear yellow. You can really put any kind of panel that you want right there to simulate whatever you want. You could put some kind of sound equalizer thing there, if that piece even exists. But I chose to go with the little tape thing just to homage the G1 toy and the G1 figure, and not G1 figure, the G1 character. So you want to lift that up. You want to bring his arms out, which reveals his hands. The original, don't want to move that yet. The original version of this guy, he had it where his hands flipped in, but if you flip them out, that allows the weapons to be stored. If you flip them in, he does lean forward and backwards and kind of gets wobbly. These serve 2 functions. 1, they serve as speakers. 2, well, 3 functions. 1, they're speakers. 2, clever weapon storage. And 3, they provide a stable surface for him to sit on. So you want to bring this out. You want to bring his legs down at the knee to get them out of the way. And then you just want to begin by coming over here to what will be the front of him. And you want to rotate these shoulder sections so that the yellow that was on the top of the stereo set goes to the front to make his chest. And then once you're done with that, you just want to come in here, move his butt plate to the side a little bit. You're going to come in there. You're going to wiggle this just so you can get it going around. And then you can wiggle it back down. Put his butt plate back where it was, like so. Now you're going to bring his legs forward. Swing them down. Straighten out the leg. Do the same on this side. Swing it out, like so. And then bring his legs both down. You can separate them a little bit if you wish. Get his butt plate straightened again, like so. And then what you want to do is you just want to rotate him at the arm, and then bring his arm down, rotate at the arm, or at the shoulder, bring it down, like so. Then just come back here and flip the little tape deck section down again, and here you have stereo set Soundwave in his robot mode. And as you can tell, the shape of him is very heavily inspired by Transformers animated Soundwave, which I do think this is the design of. I just prefer a bulkier Soundwave. I don't know why. Don't get me wrong, the Transformers Prime Soundwave is magnificent. I love that design. I just prefer a bulkier looking Soundwave. Now, if he doesn't have his butt plate, if you take the butt plate off, you can get him looking extremely thin and strange. The forearms look kind of weird, which you can fill out the forearms if you want to. I just didn't have the pieces to do it, but you can fill them out with a stud there, either yellow or clear, or I'd probably go with blue, which I probably will end up doing after this review. I'll probably fill that in with blue because I don't need to fill them out because he holds these in stereo mode, because normally the transformation just had the hands flip in like that to conceal them, but they're perfectly concealed with holding the lower speakers. Detail-wise, he's got his fake tape deck right there, like he had in the original cartoon. He's got some yellow stripes, some speakers. He has a lot of junk on his back. You can clearly see basically the entire stereo set, but I did work in to give him the G1 style legs with the little gray foot and the speaker on his shin, which I was able to work out. I wanted to keep him with the gray upper legs, so to do that, I just put these pieces there. He does have a gray crotch / belly, black hands because I didn't have blue of these pieces. If I did, then they probably would have been blue, but they do look nice and black. They don't look that bad, considering they're really the only black on him. And then, of course, this is his head right here. It's just this clip piece with a 1x1 flat tile. Pretty boring looking head. Doesn't really look like a Soundwave head, but that's really the best I could get without it looking obvious in stereo set mode. Now, for the guns, you can do it in one of two ways. You can either clip them on these clips right here, and you can have one like that to be his shoulder cannon, which you can do with both of them because I did it on both sides. Or you can just come down here and you can clip it into his hand so that he can hold it as a handheld weapon, so that he can kind of technically bend his elbow and fire at you like so. But I usually just have him holding it down like so. But let's get to the articulation. So I'm just gonna I'll just take that gun off. Just get out of the way. Articulation, if you flip up this section, you can turn his head like so. Flip it down. He does have a rotation here at the shoulder. He does have this rotation right here. His arms do go, if he stops falling apart, where'd the piece go? You know what, screw it. What I was gonna say is the arms go in and out. They do bend here like so. You have a waist swivel. You also have an upper waist swivel, which is like a chest swivel. The legs go about forward that far, backward pretty much none, and then you have pretty much a 90-degree bend there at the knee, and then the feet do pivot, but it doesn't really serve a purpose, considering his legs can't go in and out. They just go forward and backward in unison. So that's pretty much it for my stereo set Soundwave. He's a little bit bland looking, but I do think that for being such a small Transformer that he is, he does look quite good in both modes, especially the stereo set mode. That came out a lot better than I originally anticipated. The original version of the stereo set mode looked really bad. I had to re-amplify it to make his transformation as good as it can get, and without being extremely bland and or boring. And I just found his hand. So this is pretty much what I came up with. I'll probably make a version 3 just to improve, because as you can see, he does fall apart quite easily, and his proportions are a bit strange. He's got a really small body and really long legs and fat chunky arms. So size comparisons once again: Minicon, Ape Face, Deadpool, Legends Bumblebee, Optimus Prime V2, and Megalvatron, just because it's Galvatron and Megatron colors. So guys, that's pretty much it for this review. This is Stereo Set Soundwave. If you would like instructions for him, put it down in the comment section below. Maybe I'll make instructions for him if I get around to it. So setting him off to the side, let's do the voting. So for today's voting, as always, you will click up there at the eye, And we have the Transformers Prime Cyberverse Commander Class Shockwave. We have the Funko Five Nights at Freddy's Foxy in honor of Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location, which is an excellent game. I definitely recommend going checking it out. And the High Grade Gray's Kai, or Gray's Custom from Gundam High Grade, well, no, Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. So, adjusting my camera a little bit. So, as always, there's the eye up there. You click which one you want to vote for. The High Grade Gray's Kai, the Funko Foxy, or the Commander Class Shockwave. And then that is who will be reviewed on Wednesday, because like I said, I am skipping every other day. Sorry I missed all the other days before this. I've been having a lot of internet problems, so hopefully I'll be able to get things started back up again. But, yeah guys, so I'll be seeing you later. Peace.